Hello, I'm Angel, and today we are going to be talking about what I believe happens after we die, and what are my beliefs around ghosts and, spirits and all of that. But before we get into that, because it feels weird not to do a long intro, I did an interview today, and let's just say it went very well, so everyone give me a little clap in the comments, please, thank you. So, my beliefs are actually scattered all around the place. They're not very, I firmly believe this and I firmly believe that. I'm very much open to loads of different, things. But I do and don't believe in ghosts. What makes the most logic in my head is that when we die, we're dead. It's not like our souls go somewhere. I think that it's just nature. We die. It's like how it was before you were born. You didn't exist. So when you die, you just don't exist. That's it. It's just a circle of life. But at the same time, I kind of do believe in spirits because I've had some ghost experiences myself. And also, I just feel like with the amount of craziness that is in the world, there's no way that spirits can't be real. You know what I mean? I'm very much contradicting myself over and over again, and that's probably what's going to happen throughout the entire video. But that's just because I don't have firm beliefs, Well, for some things I do, but when it comes to the spirit realm and ghosts and that, it's very much just open mind. So let's get into my ghost experience and what happened, basically. So I had a relative of mine pass away not long ago, a few years ago, and when I was at his parents' house for the second funeral, an anniversary, it was about 2 a.m, maybe a bit earlier, but about 2 a.m, and everyone was inside the house. Loads of family was inside the house, and I was on this couch that was on the porch, and I was very emotional. I was crying. I was really upset. I was just reminiscing. I was upset, And I'm looking up at the stars, and I just am crying and talking to my dead relative, And I was just talking to him as if he was right next to me, telling him about how life is now that he's not here, and, just life, just stuff. I was just having a chat with him, but, one-sided. And all of a sudden, I feel this presence next to me, because I was on the very left of the couch, and on the very right, literally next to me, I felt this presence. And it sounds insane, I know, but I turned my head and I could see him in this young form, him as 20-year-old, because he was a bit older than 20. He was 27. I could see him as a bit younger without all his facial hair that he had. I don't know, it was this young version of him. And I didn't see him there was a person in front of me. I saw him as if I was hallucinating, I guess. As if I was hallucinating, but I wasn't hallucinating. It was really weird. And he didn't talk to me or anything, nothing like that, but he was just looking at me and smiling. A very sincere smile, as if he was saying I'm here. I can hear you, by the way, I'm here. And I've always been into ghosts and spirits and magic and all that shebang. But I'd never had anything to really prove to me that it was possible. I just kind of thought, I like the thought of it, I like the fact that it could be possible that when we die, we're not just dead and we can communicate with family members and friends. But that moment really shook something in me and made me believe. I believe that ghosts are real. But at the same time, I just can't imagine the process of dying and then being half alive again, It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, that was my experience. I mean, I might have had a few little strange experiences in the past, but that was, the one that really was okay, this isn't just some noise that I'm hearing in my room at 4 a.m. This is I'm seeing shit. And it is entirely possible that I was just so upset and grieving that I imagined it. I saw him there as an imagination. But I'm not the type of person to be hallucinating and making myself see shit. So That's why it kind of threw me off. I was like, okay, that's a ghost. That's a ghost. Reincarnation is a weird one for me because I don't think that when you die, you turn into something else, just like a cycle of life. Because, I don't know, I don't think there's ever been any proof of that necessarily that I've seen, like real hardcore proof. But I mean, I've seen like those videos of kids that are like, I was Hitler, and it's so weird, and like, they haven't learnt about Hitler or World War II yet, so how would they know? And like, they know the craziest things about Hitler that some child wouldn't just know. So that's kind of like okay, reincarnation maybe could be a thing. But at the same time, anything could be real, you know? Anything could be real. Just because you can't see it necessarily, see it happen, doesn't mean it doesn't, you know? It's kind of like, does a tree branch still make noise when it falls when no one else is around? You know what I mean? Like, just because you're not there to see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So it totally could be possible. You know, it totally could be. But for me, I'm just not so certain about it. I'm just not so, okay, no, this is the truth. I'm open to anything. Open to any ideas about life after death. But it's weird. It's so weird because there are things that, like, I won't ever go near a Ouija board. I've been told, like, my whole life by my mom, because she's very spiritual. She is, like, a medium. Like, she sees ghosts and spirits all the time. She's told me, like, personal stories from when she was even a kid, and she was seeing certain spirits. I don't know if I should tell the story about my mom's experiences on here, but she was seeing spirits, like, as a child in hallways and stuff. So she's very, like, spiritual. And she always told me that never go near a Ouija board because that could really mess shit up. So, you know, I've always been really wary of it and like not a fan because we don't know if ghosts are real or not, and I don't really want to mess about with it, you know. At the same time, I definitely will go ghost hunting at some point, probably next summer, whilst I'm camping with my friend. But yeah, I just don't really want to anger the ghosts, because they could be real. That's the thing, they very much could be, and I don't want to take that risk pissing them off. And you know, the amount of hauntings that there are, and the amount of possessions there have been, yes, possessions very much could have been pretend. They could have been pretending, but were they? You know, you just don't know. You can't know something if you weren't there to see it, you know? It's all about what you hear. And it's kind of like Jesus. No one saw him in this day and age get back alive and walk on water and stuff, but you hear it, so you believe it, because you know, you just get, I mean, like, maybe religion isn't a smart idea to bring into this, but I mean, it has to do with religion in a sense. So anywho, I feel like I have been just rambling. So I definitely do believe in tarot cards though, tarot card readings. I believe that the readings are real once you get it properly done, like not just you've got plastic cards that you bought off Amazon in your bedroom. I think that tarot cards, when done properly, are real. And yeah, I just think ghosts are a very subjective belief, and it's all up to your brain. What you think and what you've experienced is what you're gonna believe, you know? Obviously, that's like obvious, but you get what I'm saying. Also, do we like my hair? I feel like I look like like an elf, like a goblin when I do this. My favorite thing is feeling like a goblin. I don't know why, it just gives me so much, like, satisfaction. But yeah, those are my beliefs on the dead. And be alive and what happens after death, you know. But first of all, if any of you guys have had any ghost experiences, spirit experiences, you know, like things happen, please let me know what's happened to you in the comments, because I'm really interested in hearing this. I'm very interested. And also, what are your beliefs? What do you believe? I'd like to know what my subscribers are thinking about all this, you know. Do you agree with me? Do you have another belief? You know, what's your thoughts on it? Again, it's a very just subjective thing. It's just whatever you have experienced and whatever you hear that go with your morals or, you know, something, I guess. And that's what you're going to believe. Also, I just want to make a side note. Necromancy is not necrophilia. I got it wrong in my last video. I'm sorry. My brain totally just... I heard necro and instantly necrophilia just came into my head. So yeah. This one time, I thought I was getting haunted by gnomes because I was in a different bedroom. I had a different bedroom at this time, and it was a very small bedroom with a window to my garden. And one night, not in 2023, it was in 2023, October, like Halloween era, I started to feel that there were gnomes watching me. Like, I couldn't see the gnomes. I couldn't see them at all, but I could feel them. And I feel like they were ghost gnomes haunting me because I was actually terrified. I didn't see any type of media to make me think this. I'd never thought anything scary about gnomes before. All of a sudden, I thought evil gnomes were watching me and, like, planning my demise, and it was really freaking me out. I couldn't wash my hair without crying. I would go into the shower, I would close my eyes and start freaking out because I'd be like, oh my god, like, if I close my eyes, these gnomes are gonna possess me. They're gonna get me. It was genuinely freaking me out. And I wasn't, like, a young child. Like, I was a teenager, and it freaked me out because I don't know if that was, like, some ghosts were haunting me or something. I don't know, but I think on Halloween night, it stopped. Halloween night, it completely stopped. I was on call to one of my friends, and I was like, you have to, like, get me through this night, like stay on call with me and protect me because I'm scared. And we were just talking about it, and she was like, I want to see these gnomes. I was like, you're not going to see the gnomes, bro, because I can't even see them. Like, they're spirits, I think. But that night, they went away, and I never felt them again. So I don't know what that was. I don't think I've ever looked it up, though, to, like, in curiosity. I just left it. I was like, okay, that was weird, and I'm not going to try and figure out what that was because I don't want to know. But yeah, that was a very weird experience for me. I genuinely think I was haunted by gnomes for, like, a month. But yeah, other than that, that's just my beliefs. That's basically all of it. Like, not getting into the nitty-gritty of, like, specific types of tools and ghost spirit things. That's pretty much just, like, what I believe. But, you know, I wish magic was real. I so wish magic was real. Because imagine, like, if you could perform magic. Like, imagine being in your room and, like, you're really bored, so you're just making potions. Or, like, you've got some, like, you feel shit, so you make a lucky potion. Like, could you imagine if magic was real? That would be insane. It would be so fun. I wish. Like, proper, like, magic, you know? Oh my god, also, whenever I hear about fairies, it freaks me out. Like, not just fairies, but, you know, like, those evil fairies that, like, make traps in forests, and, like, they put, like, a coin or, like, something in like, this circle, and I'll put a picture of it on screen if I can find one. But they put something in this circle, and a human goes and takes it because they're like, oh my god, a coin or, like, something pretty. And they take it, and now that fairy's, like, haunting them. It's like a trick. I don't know, it's really weird. But that scares me so much. I believe that. Overall, I do and don't believe in ghosts. It's all very muddled up. Maybe when I'm, like, 50 and live alone and I'm, like, you know, bored, I'm gonna start really getting into, like, doing seances and stuff, and then I'll make another YouTube video, like, in, like, 40, I'm not 10, like, 30 years, you know, like, being like, guys, I believe in ghosts now. But for now, it's like this. Comme ci, comme ça. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys believe? You know, have you had any weird experiences? Because I'm sure some of you have. I read on my last video about some ghost named Theodore that only appears when that subscriber took Benadryl, and yeah, that just made me laugh. So if you have any more stories like that, let me know. Anyway, this was more of a personal video, and I've decided that I much prefer not doing research for my video, guys. Whenever I do research for my videos, I don't find it fun. You know, like, my last video, it's doing awful, and I feel like that's because I didn't put my heart into it. I was like, let me just get this done with. I much prefer doing videos where I'm just talking to you guys about not necessarily just me, but like about things that, you know, just I don't really have to do too much research for, like maybe a few Googles here and there, but you know, my own knowledge. I like just sitting here and being like, oh, this and that and this and that and this and that. So if you guys have any ideas of videos like that, if you want to know more about things that I believe or, you know, stuff, let me know. Because all in all, this is not very much a facts channel anymore. I definitely will do fun facts, guys. I'll keep doing fun facts because I love doing fun facts. It's so fun. It's where I began and I love fun facts. I love them. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas or videos where I don't have to do too much research for them, then let me know because that would be great. And let me know if that is the kind of videos that you'd like to see or you want me to do more in-depth research videos, because if you do, I will. But they probably won't be good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and like. You have to subscribe. You have to. Because if you don't, I'm gonna haunt you when I die. That's it. Ghosts are real and I've been lying this entire video. But yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.